Hi, hey guys, welcome to my channel. Yes, so in this video today I'm gonna be discussing basically the songwriting process and step-by-step method that I use to write Body. If you haven't listened to Body, go listen to it now, because I mean, what are you doing here if you've not listened to Body? So yeah, you'll find out in most of the videos that I'll be posting that my songwriting approach is more based off of my subconscious and feeling, as opposed to being using specific methods. But I do incorporate specific methods sometimes, and I have done in this song, and it really works. So I'll be sharing all of that with you, so let's get into it. Yes, so the first line, okay, let me just talk about what Body is about. Most people assume it's a raunchy song, you know, do you want me love? But it's really not. Body is actually about a female trying to navigate all the complications of dealing with her postpartum body, and how her spouse takes it, and how she views other women, or other women view her as a result of this. So just looking at those three specific scenarios. So I always so I decided to start with myself, and that's why I opened the song by saying, look who you turned me into. I am not she is not me staring at the mirror. So one tool that I used there was wordplay, where I talked about myself in, is it third person or what person is it? Sorry about that. So saying, look who you turned me into. I am not she is not me staring at the mirror. So I used wordplay by talking about myself like I'm talking about someone else, but then to make it, the point of wordplay basically is to make the song more colorful and more interesting. And so people realize, when I first say look who you turned me into, I am not she is not me staring at the mirror. That she is not me staring at the mirror is what lets everyone know that I'm talking about myself, and not in fact someone else when I'm referring to she. So I feel like it's always important to start your song, I don't know, engage your listener in the first few seconds, because if you don't, then there's no guarantee that they'll be there for the entire song. So even the first line, I was intentional about the first line when I said look who you turned me into. That's a line that will obviously pose questions in the listener's mind. Look who you turned me into. They want to know, who is this person that I've turned into? And basically in the song I was trying to say that I do not recognize myself. Who I see in the mirror and who I am, even to myself, have become two different people because of what a struggle it's been trying to find my identity while I am basically trapped in a new body. So I am not she saying I'm mirror. Then I go to comparing me to her, comparing me with her. She got your body and I got your heart, but still it's got to hurt. So here you have to notice carefully that I changed now the narrative. I'm no longer talking about myself, but I've moved into the second thing that I talked about while exploring, that you go through while exploring, you know, your body postpartum, and that's your relationship with other women. And so in this particular piece of the song, it's very obvious that I'm talking about another woman, and someone that whoever I'm with is, you know, has decided to sleep with, because okay, some men go through this thing where they're like, oh my gosh, seriously, I'm not attracted to her anymore, there's stretch marks now and everything, like, and it's different. She's not the same person, she's not even as confident, so even the new body she's in, she's not carrying it with confidence. And so you decide it would be a perfect solution to get rid on the side which is never a perfect solution. So anyways, so I'm talking about that, and I'm saying how, you know how guys come and they're like, oh my god, I don't love her, you know, it was purely physical. And as much as it was purely physical, it still hurts, because you went looking for something else because I changed, you know, because I'm not the same person yet. I didn't even choose that. I'm still trying to navigate that, and you're not allowing me the patience to go through that. So that's basically saying, even if she has just your body and I have your heart, it still hurts. That's basically what I was saying. So the chorus is where you pass your entire message and theme of the song, which for me was posing a question to the guy in the song of, do you want me or do you want my body? Because if it's my body that you want, then it makes sense why we're in this situation and this predicament. But if you want me, then you will learn to love me in all shapes and forms that I come with, basically. So verse 2, sorry if you're hearing noises in the background, it's Kian. So verse 2, I wanna fight her, yes I do, for being the one that's on your mind and hypothetically giving it to you. So here, why I use the word hypothetically is because sometimes, as much as we're going through those things and those insecurities because of what other people have said, we've also created those images in our head of, oh, I'm not pretty enough, or my stomach is big, or my boobs are sagging, and all these things. And sometimes that insecurity actually plants these thoughts in your mind of, oh my god, my boyfriend's been looking at everyone else because they didn't give birth and they have like perfect thighs and boobs and stomachs, and that's really not the case. So that's why I said hypothetically. Now the finishing lines of the second verse are very like awfully blunt, and I did that intentionally because I feel like that makes a song more personal. Sometimes when you're blunt, when everyone just expects you to speak in general when you're songwriting, but if you're able to be blunt enough that people assume that the song, try to make a connection between the song and your personal life, I feel like that's like, it's like clickbait, but it's a good way of engaging the listener. I'll give you an example. So Beyonce, in one of her songs, she goes like, me and my baby, we gonna be alright, we gonna live a good life. Then we assume in that moment, because she mentioned a baby and she has a baby, and we're like, oh my gosh, this whole album is about Jay-Z, because of moments like that where she's daring enough to be blunt and mention something that she knows is similar to her life, and so you automatically try to associate it with her life. I feel like that's a very smart method that you can use for writing. So when I say in the second verse, for having no babies she needs to attend to, that's something that I think if you're not a mother, you can totally relate to, if a young mother especially, because through my pregnancy and going through all of that, and how you view yourself, it's very toxic and painful to be and experience your reality, but then turn on your phone and everyone is like on, turning up and living that life that you used to live in. Knowing that there's some things that you cannot do because of the new addition to your life, that can be painful when you're trying to compete with another woman who is basically not having the same responsibilities as you. So that's what that line is about. And then for having good breasts, still may I remind you, it's liquid gold in here. So that's basically, we all know what happens to women once you breastfeed. It's a sad story, I tell you. Like sweeping the whole of Kimathi straight with your boobs, it's just not even funny. So yeah, you'll be like, oh my gosh, comparing yourself to someone else in that way. And then sort of the last line of the second verse, I turn it around into, there's a part of me that knows who I am and that I am loved, and that's why I say, even if she has good breasts or whatever, I'm reminding the guy in the story that it's liquid gold in here. Whatever I carry, as much as, they're not looking as great, it's liquid gold. Basically, you've had that statement from Jay-Z songs and everywhere, like, you are literally feeding your child, and that's not something that should be like looking out, should be disregarded just because you don't look the same anymore. So then I finished the last chorus and the tone of the last chorus, because of the last line of the verse, I feel like I had the ability to slightly change the meaning of each chorus. Each chorus doesn't have to be the same, and how you can change the meaning of each chorus, one is by using different instruments or different chords, so that you're bringing a whole different vibe for people to experience it in a different way. How I made my second chorus different from my first chorus is through that last line of the second verse, where I said, still may I remind you, it's liquid gold in here. So I'm no longer having a tone of sadness and insecurity that I had with the first verse, but the second verse I am ending it with an attitude of, even if she has all of that, guess what? I have liquid gold in here. And so the lyrics of the chorus now become, do you want me, love, or do you want my body? Those ones of, it's not in a sad way, do you want me or do you want me? It's like, do you want me or do you want my body? Because I know what I'm worth and I know who I am, basically. So yeah, that's body for you. I hope I've touched everything basically, but that's it in general. I'm sure I've missed a few things, but I'm gonna be doing more of these videos every time I release a song, and so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.